Okay, now we're going to open up your index page, your home page, and we're going to create what are called buttons so that you can link to basically create buttons rather than just typing in text and linking it that way. So on your home page, we're going to first highlight your Contact Me, and we're going to just press delete there. We're going to minimize that in end view. So again, this is your index page. Just delete the text for Contact Me. And then in Moodle, once you're logged into Moodle, if you go to under chapter, I believe it's 1, there's a link to go to Button Generator site. If you click on that, then it'll take you to this link for cooltext.com and allow you to make buttons. So we're going to just make a few buttons here so you can get the idea. So under the text here, if you just change this to be, if yours will type versus what mine's doing right now, there we go. Type out Contact Me or something for one of your buttons. Now you can click on font and change the font types. Now remember, this is going to be a picture file, so you can really pick whatever font you want. Just remember to keep the purpose in mind of your site. You don't want to get too crazy. You want it to be legible. So you can try the different fonts. It'll show you a preview up here. You can change the color if you want, make it go along with your page. You know, mess around with the colors. You can mess around with the size of your button. You can have, you know, an outline if you want of your button. You can pick a shadow if you want a different shadow. So it'll show you different options here. And you can pick different fills here, fill colors. You can have it flat if you want to, it'll show you that, or you can have different options there as far as fill colors too. So mess around with some of those and get a button the way you want it. And you can do a shadow. And can do different shadow effects. What I do want you to have though is a mouse over, you know, mouse over, choose one of the mouse over effects. Doesn't matter to me which one, but if you click one of them and then preview, it should show you when you put your mouse over it what it looks like. Okay, so try it, practice it, see which one you like. You can change the size if you want, but I would suggest having a bigger button versus a smaller one because you can always make the picture file larger, but you can't necessarily make it, or you can always make it smaller, but when you make a picture much larger, remember, sometimes it'll pixelate it. So, you know, play around with the settings and then click Render Button. And then I must not have chosen a mouse over effect because I only have one right now, one picture file. I should have two. So I'm going to go back and I can't view my whole screen right now. Let me see if I can. I'm going to click back and then I'm going to choose one of the mouse over effects so that I have a mouse over effect. And then click Render Button. Now you should have two picture files and some mouse over preview. So I'm going to go ahead and click Download this image. And you're going to click Save. Make sure you're in your Digital Portfolio folder. Go in your Digital Portfolio folder and I'm going to name this something that makes sense. So Contact Me. I'm going to put A. You can probably put 1 or something. I just already have some of the others named. And then it'll ask if you want to open it, or you just click Close. And then I'm going to click on the second picture file and then download that. I'm going to click Save here. You probably name it Contact Me 2 or something. I'm going to name mine Contact Me B, and then save, and then close. Now this is the mouse over code. This is the code that tells it what to do when it gets onto your page. So I'm going to delete these other picture file names. I'm going to keep the extension. Right now my picture files are a PNG extension, but I'm going to get rid of the default name it gives here. Okay, so delete everything that goes right before the .png on those three picture files. Then what I want you to do is highlight that code, and then right click and copy. And then I want you to go ahead and open up Microsoft Word or Notepad or somewhere we're going to paste this code so we can keep it. So once you open up Notepad or Word or whatever, just click paste on that code. And then we're going to save this in your digital portfolio folder. But we're going to save it as mouse over, just mouse over code. You don't have to change the type of file. We're going to save it just as a text document or Word document. We're just going to be able to refer back to it if we want to. Then go ahead and click Save. And then you can close this. Now for back on your page here, what we're going to do is put your cursor right where you deleted that Contact Me, and then we'll click on Source. That should take you right to the spot in your code where you want to put this button. Notice mine took me right down here. Okay, so my cursor's right down here in the last table data row. I'm going to paste, or right click and paste, or Control V to paste that mouse over code that you just copied. Okay, now this is telling it to put a picture file in. Now I'm going to replace the first picture file with Contact Me A right before the period of PNG, and the second time I refer to it I'm going to do Contact Me B, and then the third picture file, or the third time we refer to a picture, is write Contact Me A again. So let's look at what it's doing. It's telling you to put the first picture file in. Basically a mouse over code is two picture files that it's switching between. So the first picture file it's going to show is the A. When I put my mouse over that picture file, it should switch to the B picture file and then go back to, and when I bring my mouse off of it, back to A. Okay, so we'll try this, see if it works. We're going to click Save, and we're back here, and notice that now I've got my Contact Me. When I put my mouse over it, it'll switch. Okay. Now to see if that's a link, if you've already linked yours, then what we're going to do is to get rid of that blue background, we're going to click on it once and go to Source, and then I'm going to get rid of this a href equals right before my image tag so it's not linked. Okay, so all I did was get rid of the a href command, and it just starts off with my image. Okay, so now it's not blue. So now how you link it up to your other page is by clicking once on it, click on Link, then you click Choose File. You're going to choose your contact page, and then click Open, and then OK. Tells you need to give it a name of a, for alternative text for your picture. So I'm going to give it alternative text of Contact Me, and then click OK. Now I'm going to click Save. Now I'm going to open up that page in a web browser to see what it looks like. Okay, so now it's my mouse over effects working. I'm going to click on that. It goes to my Contact Me page. Okay. So now if you like the button that you created, okay, now if you want to create another button, which you should, is create another button to home, go back to the site and maybe mess around with the settings and create a link to a home button, and then show me when you're done.